lately.
Yeah, let's just talk about the Dodgers and a whole bunch of different dimensions to the Dodgers. They win 2 of 3 against San Francisco. Ohtani, who was cooling off at home plate, comes back, hits a couple of home runs on Saturday, goes 3 for 3 in the Sunday game. On the mound, Tyler Glasnow goes 2 more innings in a bullpen session, clocked at 94. They think he's ready now for a simulated start. Blake Snell throws 20 in the bullpen, but he's ways away. They're activating Emmett Sheehan, who spent 13 months coming back from forearm and elbow surgery. Sheehan's had 4 rehab outings, has an ERA of under 4.00. The bad news is Roki Sasaki. He's got it now. They've diagnosed it as an impingement in the shoulder. He had an injection over the weekend. He is in total shutdown mode right now. This looks like this is going to be a large chunk of a lost season for him because he's not comfortable. They think they've been able to solve what was causing the problem with the shoulder impingement and the injection, but only time is going to tell there. And then, of course, the story that broke after the game against the Giants on Sunday, the announcement, Shohei Ohtani back in the rotation. Ohtani had 5 bullpen sessions. They had ramped him up. They handled him with kid gloves. Initially, they said showtime would start right after the All-Star break, but he's gotten so progressively better. Now he's throwing max effort, clocked at 97, threw 44 pitches on Friday. They were planning another bullpen session, and instead he said, no, I'm ready to pitch. He is going to start in what's going to be a bullpen day tonight against the Padres. I mean, it will be electric. But they're confident because he's done everything they've asked. His pitch count has gone up. His velo has gone up. And he's going to start and probably go 1 inning or maybe 2, depending whether or not there's any stress at all. He's ready, and they desperately need him. Because what's happened in the last week, as these injuries just continue to spill out, the Dodgers have had, out of their 5-man rotation, twice in the 5 days, they went to bullpen games. And they got a problem with Yash Yamamoto. He looks really fatigued. He's had 3 bad starts in a row. And they're trying now, they're going to come up with a plan to spread this out so he gets 6 days rest.
Yeah.
They went back and did a statistical study. When he's pitching on 4 or 5 days rest, his ERA is almost 5.00. When he's pitching on a 6-day rest like he did in Japan, his major league ERA is 0.97.
Whoa, that's a huge difference.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
So they're going to try to devise a plan, and maybe that's why this Ohtani thing now comes into the equation. And the intangible thing about Ohtani, Major League Baseball, we talked about this last week, 26-man roster. Max limit, 13 pitchers on your 26-man roster. But Ohtani is a designated hitter on the roster who happens to pitch. So in essence, the Dodgers will compete with a 14-man pitching rotation because Ohtani's a dual guy. How unique is that situation?
Hey, Dodgers exploiting loopholes, you know.
Oh, here we go. Or actually, the true statistic is 14 and a half pitchers because you got Kike Hernandez too.
Oh, yeah. You want to count him. Okay.
His batting helmet.
Okay.
So that's where we are, all things Dodgers baseball. Your response to Showtime coming back. Ready? Dodgers panicking? Or have they handled this correctly? Your response.
I think it's going to be cool. You know, and I heard this, I saw the ticket prices for Dodger Stadium were skyrocketing today. And by the way, it's interesting. We were talking about the Padres and Yu Darvish. He's got to do a rehab assignment. Not Ohtani. Ohtani, man, he goes right to the show. You know, he's going to throw, and I imagine he's going to be an opener, right? Maybe 1 or 2 innings.
Max.
Yeah. So, which is cool. I mean, this is exciting. And so, you know, do you notice that the Ohtani's ERA against the Padres, because when he was pitching for the Angels, is 9.00.
That was years ago, though.
I remember Xander Bogaerts took him yard, left field, Petco Park.
That was years ago.
Yeah, we'll see what he's like now, man. You know, this is going to be a lot of fun. This makes the series all the more entertaining. Everyone's bringing their superheroes in. It's going to be just going to be must-see TV all 4 nights in a row.
So as we get to this next segment, here's the question of the day. What is the difference between Dodger baseball at this hour and Padre baseball at this hour? The difference is the Dodgers have Kershaw back. Ohtani is coming back. Dustin May is already back. Half the bullpen that was on the DL is now back. And the Padres are wondering about Darvish and wondering about Michael King and wondering if they should make a phone call for Matt Waldron. The Padres are operating here. The Dodgers are operating up here. That's the difference between these two teams.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's exactly right. If the Padres are trying to do the same strategy by having a pipeline of guys, but
their pipeline is empty compared to the Dodgers.
Correct.
Pipeline.
Yeah, the Dodgers have a full faucet blasting water. They're ready to go.
So I'm piling on, and you're heaping praise on the Dodgers, and I'm piling on the Padres.
No, well, you are doom and gloom with the Padres. You are. I mean, you
out of the same mouth a couple months ago came the phraseology, the Dodger way no longer works because of all the pitching injuries.
Yeah. And then people on Instagram are convinced that you wear Dodger blue underwear or pajamas to bed. They think you're in bed with the Dodgers.
Can't please them all. But thanks for following, because that's the most important aspect. Okay. So that's Padres. That's Dodgers. Is there a difference you see between Dodger baseball and where the Padres are right now? Fans Forum chat box is open. There's no reason in the world for you to sit here and just listen and view. You should participate. Fans, look at the, we have it on our screen. Holy cow, this thing is blowing up. Should cancel the rest of the show and just go to Fans Forum.
Yeah, we probably could. We just keep going.
Okay.